Hi guys, how are you doing? This is the second part of the Q4 2023 dollar outlook. This time we are going to discuss dollar versus the commodity currencies, and well, without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Alright, let's start with USD Canadian dollar. In that case, we have very interesting situation here, because what we have is the attempt to create some kind of the consolidation, but we are lately doing the lower highs and we made the lower low. As of now, because of that rally we've seen here, it could be treated as a false break, so we might see attempt to make the higher high, taking out some stops. But why this consolidation is taking place here is because of the retest of that consolidation and the retest of that consolidation before the breakdown. So we are currently trapped a bit in between the levels close to, when it comes to the upside, 138.50, and to the downside we are talking, without the stop hunt, we are talking about the 132.50. Yes, so we have like 600 pips the range, and as of now we are in the middle of that range, so it's no man's land. If you are a bull, then you want to see this particular consolidation to hold, you want to see the pullback, and you are going to try to trade the long up at least towards 138.25 as a first target. The second target here, it could be level close to 143 and a little bit higher if we are going to discuss the doubling of the original consolidation. So if we are going to try to double it, that's gonna be the target. On the other hand, if you are a seller, then I strongly encourage you to wait for the strong move to the downside, then retest levels close to 135 as a mid of that consolidation, and trying to go lower from here down towards I would say 127, 126. That's based on the weekly chart. So as of now, a little bit bigger chances we might see higher levels, but once we are going to break through the latest low, we might see lower levels to come, especially if we are going to see much higher oil prices. Alright, let's have a look when it comes to the Australian dollar, because here is very interesting situation. Why? Because we are approaching another strong level here. So we've seen the market bounced based on the strong support. We've seen very strong move to the upside, something like V formation, but well, the dollar bulls, when it comes to this particular pair, out USD, we are talking about the bears, but overall that's the dollar bulls, are taking over again. So what the market is going to look for is something around 0.62, and then again the swing low over here. In that case, we are talking about the psychological levels very close to 0.6. It could be the last move 1-to-1, so it's worth to watch the price action close to this particular level, where we might to see the bulls trying to take over. In case of the break of 0.6, we might see much lower levels down towards 0.56 and a half. In other words, as of now, the basic case scenario is prices to go lower. Sellers are sitting around 0.61, 0.62. And finally, let's have a look what is going on when it comes to the Kiwi dollar. All right, switch to the Kiwi dollar weekly chart. Very similar situation to what we've seen when it comes to the Australian dollar, with the possible V formation scenario, but again, we are going lower within the downward channel. Well, one can argue that it could be because of this type of the price action. One can argue that this type of the move, it could be the consolidation within the bullish flag. In that case, because of what we have seen here, we are testing the bottom of that bullish flag, and from here we might see some higher levels to come. In that particular case, what is very important is going to be this rally we've seen here, and 50% of that. In that case, we are talking about the levels close to 0.62 and a half. And if we are going to see the bears stepping in, probably we are going to try to make the break to the downside. But in case of the higher break after the retest, market may want to try to retest the level close to 65.5 and 66 cents. That's very important from that perspective. And to be honest with you, because of what we discuss here, we've seen the dollar domination, but this particular pair, the Kiwi versus US dollar, that's where I see the possibility of the bulls to trying to take over. But as usual, guys, please do your own research before risking the real money, real hard-earned money, and well, do your own homework. Wish you great next trading session. See you around, take care and goodbye.